Hello, and welcome to the About Healing podcast, a show created for those on or awakening into their spiritual journeys, and who are ready, wanting, and learning how to heal themselves. I am your host, About Healing medium and certified spiritual healer, Sheree Buckman. It is my purpose to guide others to the path of self-healing and to inspire those on their spiritual journeys in finding their truths. Join me as I share my experience and unfiltered perspective in healing, as well as the incredible wisdom of the loving energy that guides us. Let's begin. Well, hello, beautiful souls. Welcome back to another episode. Good morning, Copper.
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
And I'm already lost. I haven't done that in a while.
That's the feeling of the day, man. The focus is, whew.
Okay, truth be told, because we're going to keep this in the episode, I had a very, very, very hard time for like the first two seasons. I really want to say first two seasons, really kickstarting our recording where I don't know how many times I had to start over because I would say hello and then not know what to do with this empty space.
It's true.
Now what? How do we start this? So, which is another reason why I need Copper in the beginning. And we do announcements because this is how I roll into an episode. So, yes, I'm sorry. You all have to deal with it until I grow and develop into something different. But this is where we're at. So let's roll into something new and different, which is if you're on social media, you may have already seen that I am rolling out something very different, something new, which is offering virtual group readings now. You know, with taking private sessions, I have a very limited schedule. As you can imagine, with doing so much within my purposeful work, you know, I have a podcast, we record weekly. I have my private sessions. I have a shop. What else do I do? Oh, the retreat. I mean, yeah, I can't even keep up anymore. I don't know.
There's so much in there.
I know there's a lot. Even social media takes up a lot of time. So, with that being said, it's the one thing I don't want to lose. I don't want to lose being able to connect with people in using this developed capability, right? That I have this way to connect with people and to connect with loved ones to help them in their healing or to help them with their grief. And so what a better way to do this in a group setting. So if you've ever thought about having a reading but didn't feel like being fully committed to sitting down and doing the one-on-one with me, well, I am now doing these group virtual readings. This first one is going to start on November 10th. Okay, November 10th, 2023. That's the year we're in. Had to think about that at 7 p.m. Eastern. And then we're going to continue this little experiment. We're going to see how this goes. And if the interest is there, we're going to continue this on a monthly basis. And it will happen on the second Friday of every month at 7 p.m. Eastern. So these are a little bit cheaper of way of getting a reading. It does not guarantee that you'll get a message. But again, in my experience, anybody who shows up, you always receive something, even if you're hearing somebody else's message. It is always meant for everybody involved. They're $25 a seat, and it is very limited seating because I want to make sure we are keeping an intimate setting when we are doing these. So if you feel so drawn, you can check out more details, go on to the website. It's on my booking tab on there about my sessions. You'll see that, or just go directly into the shop and you can just register through there to get your seat. And of course, as a reminder, I'm going to put this in here as you probably will hear every episode until we get to the retreat. The retreat is open. It is open. You can now register and get your seat for the event happening in April of 2024. This is the About Healing Retreat. Early registration is now. And I am telling you, there's only a couple of weeks left that you are able to get this early registration deal. If you are thinking of doing and going to this retreat, Now is the time to purchase your ticket because this is, I promise you, this is not a ploy. This is not a marketing thing. This is the cheapest time you will be able to get this ticket for a deal. If I made sense and didn't repeat myself over and over again. So, anyway, limited time deal ending in a couple of weeks. Get them while you can. Now on to our regularly scheduled topic, everybody. Let's get into the episode. Today we are continuing our magic series with the manifestation today. So I have been excited, and this has been a big buildup, actually. I think since season 2, I've been talking about doing an episode on manifestation. And today's the day. We are finally rolling out, and we're going to talk about it and how we manifest, what it means, what are the blocks, and how do we create everything that we desire and what we want. So if you are just joining us this season, first of all, welcome. So excited to have you. Secondly, I definitely suggest listening to the previous Magical Energy episodes that we have done. That includes creativity, that was episode 5 of this season, intentions, which is episode 9, and the goals and dreams, which is episode 11. These episodes will assist in building that foundation of understanding our abilities to access real magic. So, while magic is exciting and whimsical, it is also known as taboo or dark. And I bring this up because the truth in this is that it has to do with your understanding of it. And while we have touched on the magic and we've talked about this real magic part, I didn't go back into the foundation of understanding our beliefs and what we were brought up with. Because it does, it depends on how we were raised and what we believe in or believed in, and the intentions. All of these are factors in how we use it. However, no matter your belief, you've always had and have access to it. So, I mean, honestly, if you break it down and remove the actual word itself, but keep the meaning behind it, sometimes it's a little bit easier to, I guess, deal or accept it. So let's move into the lessons and understanding about manifestation. So let's talk about what is manifestation. Well, manifestation is actually it's about the act of bringing your thoughts or the intentions, right? And that creative energy to life by drawing to you all you desire like an energetic magnet. So, from our previous episodes, that's why they were so important to do these other episodes in the order we've done them. So, you have the creativity, right? We talked about the magic of creativity. And this is about our soul's expression, right? This is the inspiration, that channeled energy and flow. Then we have the intention. You have to understand intention before you can put that into manifesting it, right? So, intention is the focused thought formed as an idea, a goal, a wish, or hope. Then we have our goals and our dreams. That is your plan for manifesting. It's knowing what we want and that we deserve and are worthy of getting it. These are important steps to actually manifesting. You need to have all of those done first. Okay. And manifestation is about breathing life into those previous that we just talked about and making it tangible or brought into reality. So there is a formula for manifestation, just as I shared with intention. Because intention, if you remember, that formula, okay, the intention is the thought, it's about a desire plus the purpose plus a belief. That's what equals the intention. So for manifestation is you need to include the intention, right? And now we need to add emotion. So the emotion is this is the ingredient that gives the intention breath, right? We're now giving it breath. And the third item you need in this formula is faith. It is true and utter faith. It is about just knowing and trusting. Whew, I know it sounds easier saying it out loud than it is to do it. So, of course, I want to break this down. Let's talk about how to manifest and let's really break this down. I'm going to give you examples and the whole works. So, the first step in how to manifest is you need to ask for what you want. Ask for it. You need to say it out loud or say it with that intention thought, right? That intentional thought, or write it in our journal, doing something very specific with it and getting it out. You're going to tell it to the universe, to source, to God, to your loved ones, to nature, to whom or whatever you pray to. Because where you're sending it out doesn't truly matter. The point is to release that energy outside of yourself. It's not to hold it in. Because when you're holding it in, it's like you're still cocooning it and it's not giving it the space it needs, right? And so when you're asking for what you want, it is really, really important to be specific, okay? Knowing exactly what you want is important. If you are too vague, that's exactly what you're going to receive, right? So, for example, got to give an example here. You ask, or your intention is, I want a bigger home. And then you just leave it there. I want a bigger home. Okay, you give that energy out. Be careful because you may manifest a home that is a little bigger, but it could also be in the wrong area. It may need more renovations than it's worth. It it could be haunted. Oh, no, now you're getting one that's causing more issues. The neighbors like to throw loud parties every weekend, et cetera, and it's building up all these other pieces that is not making this quite right. But guess what? It's a little bit bigger. You still got that piece, but it didn't get all the pieces correct. So let's get a little bit more specific. How do we create that? So in this example, what you can do is I want a home that fits the needs for me and my growing family, that is safe, that's peaceful, and affordable, that supports our evolving energy. There you go. Right there, you got a little bit more specific because now you're not saying, I want, just a bigger house. You want to make sure that it's affordable and it's peaceful and it's exactly what you need. So draw in that right energy for it. Play with it. But while you are being specific and knowing what you want, you also have to be very careful and be flexible with it. One of the main downfalls for most when they're trying to manifest is when they are trying to get a little too specific, right? They get locked on one idea or a way that they will receive this object or this opportunity that they're trying to manifest. So, for example, what I mean here, you want a new job, right? So you put it out there. I want a new job that offers $10,000 more a year. I want a sign on bonus of $5,000 with a corner office, a view of the river, a blonde assistant, catered lunch every Friday, a blue door, a white chair, and a partridge in a pear tree. That's awesome that you know exactly what you want. So I'm going to give you props for that. That is amazing. However, with being a little too specific like this one, you're blocking the unthought of possibilities to manifest, right? What I mean by that, you're not allowing the energy to move. You're not allowing for these other amazing things that can support you in this new job, right? That are even better than the things that you have listed. The other side of this is you also want to be flexible in the thought of, okay, let me give you the example and hopefully this makes more sense. I want a raise and recognition at my job. So in your mind here, you have this thought, I want to stay at my job. I want to get the raise. I'm going to be here and people are going to recognize me now. I'm going to get it. So now you're sitting there and you're thinking very specific on how you're going to receive this. And you're waiting and you're waiting and you're waiting for that raise at your current job. Yet, because now, hold on, you're so focused on waiting for this certain opportunity to come up exactly where you are and you have it all mapped out in your head. But guess what's happening behind the scenes that you're not seeing because you're so hyper focused on this one way is a friend had told you that they were hiring for this amazing position at their company and you missed it completely because you were so focused. No, but I want this one. This is the one I want. So now you just missed out on a potentially great opportunity because we're hyper focused on one. Or you're not noticing all the other signs you're getting around you, like signs or commercials or the mail you're getting about going back to school to earn a degree in a subject you only dreamt about, right? But you never pursued. But the universe is giving you signs and it's giving you these opportunities. And oh my goodness, all of a sudden, like the scholarship application came in, but you didn't notice it. All of these things are coming in to support you on a different path. Or you're so hyper focused on getting this raise and that recognition at your job that you're not noticing how bad things are getting at your current job, making you more miserable But instead of leaving and trusting that you will land on your feet, because sometimes you have to be made so uncomfortable to create change that you wouldn't do without it, because that's what the universe does. You stay and you sit and you wait and you wait and you wait some more because you got too specific and too hyper focused in one way. And don't forget, sometimes your ego will get you in the way there too, where it's not the right one. It doesn't give me the status I want, or there's certain other things where your ego gets in the way in that. It's just being aware and understanding that you need to be flexible when you are looking to manifest, because the more flexible you are, going with the flow and adjusting to change allows the energy of manifestation to move with, around, and through you. You may find that you are drawing experiences that you did not want, hope for, nor expected, and may feel that you are receiving the opposite of what you want. However, don't underestimate the power of the universe. Understand that every circumstance offers the potential for magic, preparing or adjusting the circumstances around you to receive what you desire. Keep your eyes open, stay open-minded, and receive with it. The other important piece here is belief. It's what we talked about, as that part of that formulation, that formula to manifestation is faith. Believe it is already real or that it's happened. Truly. See it in your mind. Talk about it as if it is so. It's already so. Create a vision board. These vision boards are great too, because the more you can stay in the energy and see it as it's happening or happened, the stronger and faster you are able to obtain it. It keeps the emotion high, which is like turning the intensity up on a magnet. But it's important to remember or understand here that you can easily manifest what you fear or what you don't want. So you need to pay attention to your emotions and your thought basis. If you focus your energy on not getting what you receive or on all the things that can go wrong, guess what, folks? That's what you will manifest. And that's what you're going to draw to you. That's why it's important to already see it and to believe it. Just staying in the high frequency emotions, right? Of love, of hope, joy, and even acceptance is even a higher vibration. And if you want to know the fastest way to manifesting, that's gratitude. Offer gratitude as if you've already received it. It is like, just as with the example, I am so grateful for this amazingly perfect home that I created for myself and my family. We are at peace in the space, and it is exactly what we needed and more. It's putting yourself there, building that. That is super high frequency. Or it's like the job, what we were just talking about. I thank the universe for my purposeful job where I feel joy and appreciation, making more than I ever had before with more perks and bonuses I could have ever imagined. And then keep thanking every day, thanking the universe, thanking God, thanking, again, whatever source it is that you feel so led to praying for or talking to or having support you in any way. Thanking them every day for making it so. The one thing with manifestation, and you're going to hear this over and over again, could be wrong. Like I said, no, nothing's perfect. I am saying what I believe and what I'm led to say in every moment. And I have been guided to share this part. Some say when you give manifestation, it's coming up with the idea and then you give it. You give it out and then it's gone. And then you sit back and you relax. Here's the thing though. Many desires you are wanting to bring into reality do require action on your part. Okay? You cannot wish for a PhD and one will manifest in your lap while you sit on the couch and binge Netflix all day. That would be fantastic and amazing. However, right, this does require effort on your part too. You can manifest the energy and to support and assist you along that journey. But how can you grow a tree if you have not planted the seed or watered it? That's the point here. It does require some action. While you create the foundation and the movement and the momentum, right, of collecting the items you need to create this beautiful piece, right? So, like, you need to plant that seed and to water it, you need to get your supplies together. You need to figure out exactly what it is you want. How do you get it? It's kind of where we went in the episode with goals and dreams. We broke that down, right? You've got to help yourself to get to it. But with manifestation, you can only go so far in your actions. And that's the other part. You go as far as you can, and then you surrender. There is a point where you give your planted seed to the higher powers that surround you. Just like growing that plant or a tree, there is only so much we can humanly do to help it. The universe or nature takes over and does the rest while you sit back and watch the beautiful birth and the development of your desire become real. Let the energy flow and allow it to bring you what it is that you desire. And it does, it requires that faith, it requires trust, and it requires a knowing. It's just knowing that it's all going to work out. No matter how many hiccups, how many closed doors, how many times you fell down, it's knowing that at the end of this journey, you are creating and getting exactly what it is that you're looking for, that you're trying to create. And what's the best part about this journey, about this manifesting and the magic of manifesting? It's receiving, which is also, now I'm understanding here, Copper, are you seeing this? This beautiful link in the episode we just had before this, when we talked about the lessons of receiving. Because now I'm seeing everything lined up from what we talked about. These were not planned episodes, but all of a sudden I am seeing them all link up here. Because when you receive what you manifest and what you worked so hard for, because it did, you took action and you created it. Remember, you took that creative thought, that download, right? The inspiration, and then you formed it into something. You created your thought base, this desire, this intention. And then you set your plan for these goals and for these dreams. And then you asked for help and creating to manifest it. And you did the work. You took the steps at every step that you could. You got up every time you could. You opened up every door that was shut in your face. And you got it. Now it's time to celebrate it. Don't let your successes scare you or make you feel unworthy. Go back into the last episode and lessons in receiving. Because remember, that was part of one of the steps to get here into manifesting, was understanding that you are worthy of it all. Because why would you put so much energy into something, into creating something and actually getting it, to be so afraid of it, to drop it and run away? It's yours. There is never an end to what you can manifest. As I said in the last magical episodes, if you can think it, it is possible and meant for you. Why would you have the thought if it wasn't meant for you? It is only our limitations that stop us from doing it. Or it's the limitations of thinking, well, that's not possible. Or why would I be able to do that? What makes me special? What this? Or whatever reason you want to put behind it. But if you thought it, absolutely it was meant for you. You are divinely guided always by your creative sparks. So don't ever stop. Keep creating and keep manifesting these beautiful desires. Because the more we can align in that, and the more that we can bring these beautiful pieces, that magic within us, those dreams, those goals, all of that beautiful emotion we feel so deeply of, but we've hid deep inside of us for what? Fear of failure, for that unworthiness, or whatever it is, those limitations that have stopped us. If we kept doing it and creating them, this is a part of raising that consciousness. This is a part of creating that peace on earth. This is that part of how we inspire others to keep doing and creating and raising this vibration, not only of this planet, but within our own mankind, and then bringing it down within our own families. I mean, you think about our generational lines, within ourselves, because manifesting what you desire is an expression of self-love, and it's an expression of love, which is the highest vibration and frequency that exists. Whew, I feel a lot of emotion in here, and all of a sudden I feel like I want to cry. I guess it's just this big moment, and I feel it too, and I'm hoping you are too. This is that magic and that fire within us. Look at how much power we have. It's that magic. We can not only change our lives by creating our desires, but like I just mentioned, your family, your generational lines. We're talking about mankind and the consciousness of this planet. We're getting into the evolvement of our souls. That's how far this goes and how big this is. We are filled with this magic. So don't hide from it. Keep going. You are all amazing. And I celebrate you and your accomplishments. I celebrate you and your manifesting ventures. And I celebrate myself and mine. I am bringing that acknowledgement here too. So thank you, everyone, for this amazing journey. And until next time, you beautiful, amazing souls, be kind to yourself. With so much love and gratitude, I want to thank you for listening to this week's episode. My hope today is that the message continues to guide you along your path to healing. To learn more about me and my purposeful work, visit my website at abouthealingmedium.com. You can also follow About Healing Medium on Facebook and Instagram, where you can find the episode's healing guidance, quotes, tips, insights, and chances to win free stuff. To ask a question or to share comments, email me at abouthealingpodcast@gmail.com, or feel free to reach me on Facebook and Instagram at About Healing Medium. Until next time, be kind to yourself.